Hey, Christoph here. I would love to get your feedback on these design updates on the Wallet Scrutiny website. Wallet Scrutiny does security reviews of Bitcoin wallets, if you're not familiar. And specifically, this design is trying to tackle the wallet page. There's a lot of information here about different security aspects, and it's a little bit hard to parse. So the idea here in this design is that we put everything in kind of a very linear order. With different steps and different aspects, and each aspect can contain just the specific information relevant to it. So, for example, a wallet is analyzed for whether it's custodial or not. It's analyzed for whether it can be the binary, like the file that actually runs on your device, it was actually created from the source code that was provided. It's analyzed for privacy and other details. And so we came up with this idea of the code supply chain, which you see here. So the top is a little bit slimmed down right now. So instead of ratings and kind of this brief summary of reproducible when tested, which really stands out visually, it's just very, very minimal here. It's just really the basic that you need to know. Then we go into a security overview. So there's the title now. So even if I'm not familiar with the website, I get the idea that this is about security with a short explanation. And then we have this linear series of steps that describe the code supply chain, for lack of a better term. So code starts with a developer. They write code. With certain features, they figure out if the wallet's custodial or not. Then the source code, they can either make it public or keep it private. And then there's this privacy aspect. Not sure if that's in the right position, but wallets are also analyzed for that. And for example, a wallet might leak all your addresses to some third-party servers, which is not good. Then the application build, this is renamed from reproducibility, which you see up here, reproducible when tested. That's a little bit up for discussion. Reproducibility is not a common term. I'm not sure if application build's better, but experimenting with things here. Then distribution, so the file or the binary that gets created from the source code is then distributed through Play Store, App Store, GitHub, websites, anything else. Then it runs on an operating system on a user device. So this kind of pretty much from top to bottom. And now each of those steps can have different states. For one, you can always press this little info button if you're not familiar with something. Like, what does distribution mean? What is Wallet Scrutiny consider here? You can press this info button to learn more about it. Same for every single one here. And then this is always a pretty short summary. And then there's a link to kind of the full-blown data. And that can be methodology or some wallet-specific tests. And all of these states are shown here. I'll share the Figma link. And then you can also dig in here. So for example, here are all the different states for reproducibility or application build. Here are the ones for distribution. Okay, so one of the big things that's being tested for is reproducibility. And that's where these test results here come in. So I can click here, see test result, and that is placed right below this summary. And below that, we have two disclaimers, a general disclaimer and an invite to do your own research. That's basically this information here. I put it at the very bottom because it's generic. It's not unique to each wallet and may look differently. So it's kind of clear that this is something different. And that's kind of it. If you look at this here, there are 4 full pages from Wallet Scrutiny, screenshots, and then next to it are these custom mockups where I try to take the information here and then mock it up with the new layout. So you can see a few different configurations. For example, this application here has not been updated in a long time, so there's a little bit of a warning here. You also see it right up here 3 years ago. The orange text also makes it stand out that there's like something negative in here that you might want to take a look at. There are also some states here. So the way Wallet Scrutiny works is that when, let's say, a wallet is custodial, they don't even test it for reproducibility because it's kind of a waste of time. It's less relevant. You shouldn't use the wallet anyways. And so there are these grayed out states. Another thing is, so you see there's this layout here with information to the left and to the right. I have a slightly different layout here where all the information is left aligned. So let me know. I was trying to see if this would actually feel easier or if it would look more complicated. This might be what it would have to look like for mobile anyways. But anyways, that's it. I'll leave it at this. You can see Leo here is looking at the designs right now as well. I'd love to get your feedback on it. Thank you so much.